Do 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 do. Hello, everybody. Thanks for coming around on this side. You guys, let me know too what you think of the whole after party thing. It was a suggestion I got, and I thought I would try it out and see if people felt more comfortable coming in without the interviewees on. So please feel free to use the link. Come in if you want. Since I know all you guys, you're free to come in. So we got Faye back with us, and everybody saw Peach in the chat, and so Peach is from the Netherlands, and we just met recently, as in met in person yesterday, and and we had a good time and went out to lunch, and yeah, so she hopped in here too. So carry on, guys. We were talking about religion.
Oh, I forgot what I was going to say.
Oh,
what were you talking about?
We were talking about crystals.
Oh, yeah. I don't think they work. Like, and I don't believe in mind over matter type thing, because you know what happens when someone you love dies and they were trying that kind of stuff. Someone turns around and says, well, they didn't believe enough. You know what I mean? And it's just like, hold still while I get my bat.
Right? Exactly. You know, when I tell the story about my mom and sister both, you know, being these religious people, and, you know, I mean, I really feel like my sister was more religious than my mother, because my mother was also a scientist. So I think there was a conflict of interest there. She would never discuss religion and science in the same conversation. We mostly just talked about science.
Well, in my opinion, they have nothing to do with each other, so I don't see a conflict. Like, I knew a nun who was a physicist, and when I talked to her about that, she said, well, you know, my God is the one who set everything in motion, and after that, it's just the physical laws of nature for me. And I went, okay.
Okay, fair enough. Well, but see, I grew up in a Roman Catholic household, and basically Catholics, everything that scientists say just go against everything they believe. So I honestly, I don't think that oh, good, Ollie, I'm so glad you got that. Yes, so glad you got rid of the tin can. I don't think that she was as religious as her mother was. And I think that it was more of my family was already like this, and I'm Italian and I should be Catholic too kind of thing. I mean, when she went to church, she prayed, and all this stuff, and she would pray randomly when things were bad, but she wasn't, I don't know, like, we didn't have like a bunch of religious stuff around the house, and we had like science books and nursing manuals from when she was in college. That's what we had in our bookshelf. And there was like one Bible, and we all got the little New Testament thing when we went through, what's it called?
Oh, I have no idea.
I can't think of what it's called right now. Hi, Vanta.
Hello.
Hello. Do you remember what that's? What is that called? Confirmation.
Oh, I don't even know what that is.
Yeah, you basically have to study a bunch of shit, and then you say that you know all this, and then they're like, oh, you're confirmed in the Catholic Church. So you have to be baptized, and then you have to go through your first communion, and then you have to go through, oh, we got a Susan. This is awesome. And a Cadence. And so you're born, you get baptized, then you go through your first communion when you're like 5 or something, 6, 4, somewhere in there. And you don't really understand what the fuck you're doing anyways. You just kind of like, okay, I'm going to put this dress on and stand up here, and they're going to say a bunch of shit, and then they're going to put this in my mouth, and that's my first communion. Like, that's what it felt like to me. I didn't have a clue what was going on. And I was just mad that I had a bright pink fucking dress on. Well, it was kind of baby pink, but still, I didn't like dresses. I used to scream every single time my mother put me in a dress from the time I was 1 year old.
Oh, that's so on brand for you.
I would scream and scream, and then she'd take my brother's hand-me-downs and put like an old scraped up, torn up, no knees in it pair of jeans and a flannel shirt and a shitty pair of vinyl boots that weren't worth a dime and had been worn by 4 kids and maybe all of them before me. And I was like, woohoo, I'm gonna go play, and she was like, the fuck. When I hit 16, her and my sister bought me makeup and did up my face and shit. And my sister bought me a pink cardigan kind of sweater with a white shirt underneath that had a pink flamingo, and it was pink flamingo pink, and it was horrible. And I put it on, and they took a picture of me, and I took it home, and then I gave it to a friend of mine. She loved it. She loved the makeup too. So that was my life. Susan, how the hell are you?
I'm good. I'm sitting in the parking lot waiting for Nathaniel to get off of work.
I figured that's what it was. Yeah.
Most days of the week. Yeah.
Right.
But
so good timing.
I have reserved a new car. So I have a new car coming to me here within the next few weeks. It's like a brand new car, which I've never had before. So it's
is it a Subaru?
It is a fucking Subaru.
I knew it. You didn't have to say it. Oh no, there's all kinds of people here in Colorado, Northern California, Oregon, Washington, Idaho, all that. It's Subarus because they'll go anywhere. Yep. They're all-wheel drive. They last forever. They're great vehicles. I'm just not like a Subaru person. I'm more like a pickup truck. But
I'm so excited. It's a Subaru Crosstrek.
Those are nice.
Like,
yeah. They're not so grandma-ish. Yeah, that's cool.
Exactly.
So the worst, someone will think one of you is gay, whoever's driving it, but that's okay.
Yeah, and I mean, honestly, I'm like the most LGBTQ straight person ever, so it's sort of funny. And I mean, that makes me sound really awful, and I understand that. I'm sorry.
No, I know what you mean. You're just like super straight. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Doesn't even lean in that direction.
Like,
yeah. She loves that hairy guy with that beard. And boy, does he have a beard.
I love him.
Cadence, how are you?
Doing all right, I guess, for a Monday.
Yeah,
I've got whiskey, so it's about to be a better Monday.
Oh, I was about to do something, and I started talking to Faye and Peach, and I totally forgot. I'll take care of that in a minute. Glad to hear you're doing okay. Purple, how are you?
Okay, I'm still at Diana's.
Oh, are you? Okay, how long are you what's going on there? Like, I kind of only caught a little snippet of her stream yesterday.
Her first scheduled appointment for dialysis is tomorrow morning, so I'm gonna make sure she gets to her first session there and get her home. And
Purple,
then,
that's
Wednesday
awesome.
and Thursday I'll be driving back.
Okay.
Yeah, perfect.
Awesome.
You're helping her out.
I mean, do you need anything? Like, we can chip in for gas money or something. What do you need?
Actually, Von Rick already paid for all the gas before I left.
Oh, Von Rick.
That's very
that's
cool.
awesome. I was so about you. I caught it right. I caught it on Twitter, and you were like, okay, I'm leaving in the morning. And then, like, you were gone already. And the next thing I know, Diana's on a stream, and you're there. And I was like, what the fuck? I didn't even, I missed that whole, you driving there thing. I didn't even know that you had already left. So, well, good.
And Karis and Aiden Furball showed up here and brought her back from the hospital. So,
well, good. That's awesome. Is she feeling better?
She was doing pretty good today. We ran around, did some shopping. She always has transportation issues, so made sure that got her to the stores and whatever that she normally has difficulty with.
See, let me tell you, this is what I'm talking about. This is why I love our community. And you know what? I'm going to, Purple, I know you're getting very embarrassed, but I'm going to say it. Every time somebody has a problem in this community, Purple is one of the first people trying to step up and help them. So thank you, Purple. We all really appreciate it.
I do what I can.
We love Diana. We just want her to be okay,
I do what I can. And, it's still, everybody in the community came together and, donated over $2,000 to help us move. So, it just goes around.
Yeah, it was. Yeah, you got that in like, what was that, a month?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was
You
that
know,
was
and
pretty good. Yeah.
I mean, we had a dozen people running, running fundraiser streams for us.
Yeah. That's great, man. That's great. Yeah, I just love that. I love that part of our community. Like we can argue and we can be mad at each other for a day, but at the end of the day, we all try to get each other's backs. So I don't know if I got a chance to say hi to Vanta. Vanta, did you say hi?
Yeah, just in passing.
Okay, cool, awesome. Anyway, so we were just talking about the damage that backstage before we came in. We were talking about the damage that people do to themselves by believing that like some god's gonna save them, or this crystal. If they hold this crystal in their hand and they pray on it, by God, they're gonna be. That's adorable.
Yeah, I just had to point out because I saw Theo's comment about, does anybody else see a cat face behind Susan? And I was just all like,
Oh, is that what he said? I missed it. Oh yeah. Yo, no, Theo, you're not on LSD or anything. It's really a cat face behind her.
Not today. Not today.
Yeah, and and a lot of that stuff can be toxic because people are like, well, I'm just gonna sit here and wait for God to save me, or this crystal's gonna cure me of my cancer, and then they're dead. So yeah, it could very, very much be harmful. So you guys can carry on with that conversation.
Well, it's like what happened to Steve Jobs. Like Steve Jobs got pancreatic cancer, I think, or something like that. And he was like, well, I'm going to do the whole, like, treat it with a diet and stuff like that instead of actually getting the treatment that he could have paid for. And he ended up at, like, very last minute was like, oh, shit, I should have actually done the science stuff. And he fucking
of all
died.
people, right?
Yeah, like, he died, and it was fairly preventable. I mean, pancreatic cancer sucks from what I understand. But, also from what I understand, if he had caught it early enough, then it would have, been pretty treatable.
Well, that's like, okay, so there's one of the doctors where I work. She has this patient. He's now a 91-year-old man. And he's really funny to talk to on the phone, too. He'll make jokes and stuff because he's just so happy. So when he was like 89 going on to 90, he found out he had stage 2 cancer. And so he went to her and said, look, because she brought him into the office and said, look, you have cancer. And he said, well, I'm too old to be doing this chemo and all this. That shit's going to kill me. And she was like, yeah, I can't argue with you. You're right. It's going to make you miserable, and you might die sooner, you might die later, but either way, you're not going to have any quality of life. And he said, well, I did some research and I'd really like to try, like, I heard about this colloidal silver and vitamin regimen. So they sat down and they went over the whole plan and decided how much he should take and how much the starting dose should be and escalating it and all this stuff. So a year and change later, that man is fucking cancer-free. 91-year-old man, and he's cancer-free. She actually just found out like right after I started, it was like a month ago. She got the news that his PET scan, that his last PET scan came up clean. So he had several of them in a row. He's officially cancer-free. And that is the happiest man you'll ever talk to in your life. So it's pretty amazing. So no, if you catch it early, there are some things you can do about it. But that also depends on the kind of cancer it is, what your background is, your history. Do you have heart problems, or do you have, some people are more susceptible to certain things than others. So, but my sister was on chemo and radiation for 7.5 years when she died, and she was fucking sick all the time. She lost her hair. She was always puking. She went from her regular skinny to, oh my God, skinny, to all this water weight from the waist down. Her legs and her thighs and everything looked like just the bottom half of her had been blown up like a balloon, and that's eventually what got to her, because her lungs, it came up into her torso, and her lungs couldn't breathe, and they couldn't breathe for her anymore because of the fluid. But, she went through a lot of hell, man. And she might have got a couple, like another 2 years out of it. But it's like she said, she had no quality of life. She was just sick. She was weak and sick just constantly. And all she was trying to do was spend her last days, with some quality time with her kids. So, yeah. So, wow, I just brought that crowd down, didn't I? Shut the whole fucking panel up.
from what I remember you talking about your sister, like your sister was a fucking badass.
She was a badass, dude. I'm serious. And I actually showed a picture to her of her to my boss when we were at the party on Saturday, and she said, "Oh my God, you guys look almost exactly alike." And I said, "Yeah, but she's prettier because she is. I'm more of the masculine end of it, and she was more of the feminine, beautiful. Walk into a room, and I'm going to tell you what you're going to do, and you're going to do it because I said so." And men would just go. She'd say, "You're going to hire me and make me in charge of your marketing department because I'm going to make you this much money and I can do this and this and this and this and this for you. What do you think?" And they'd go, "Yeah, okay." And that was it. She'd just tell them she was going to do it. They go, "Okay." She got a shit ton of business.
Nice.
Hi, Lady Di. How are you, sunshine?
Hi, honey. We're getting there, slow but sure.
Good. I'm glad to see you. I've been worried about you.
I don't know why. Everybody says that.
Because I fucking love you because you're a hilarious and I'm your interpreter.
Yeah,
she said she agrees 100%.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
Base my remarks for her off of the tone of voice, and I'm usually
there you are. Is that still?
Yeah. When you're talking,
they're like 6 feet away from each other.
Oh, so we want to fix that.
So they keep every time one of them goes live, they try to.
Hopefully that's got it fixed.
Oh, good.
Well, yeah. Basically, our computers are just sitting back to back here.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, it's. I'm still getting settled in.
I don't know, Randolph. Why wouldn't anybody upvote this video? We got some great people on here. Somebody needs to talk besides me. Nobody wants to hear my shit all night.
Well, thank you for reminding me. I guess I need to update or I need to upvote.
I was going to say it's kind of depressing that we've got more people on the panel than we've got upvotes. So somebody who's in here talking doesn't even like it, apparently.
It might have been me.
Well, I just fixed that for my.
I didn't even upvote my own video, so I never do. I feel like I'm being cocky, like that's going to be good, you know.
Oh no, I never update.
I'll go back later after I saw it was good. You know, I created this and it was good, so now then afterwards I'll go back and upvote it. Yeah.
I mean, it's like I'm sucking my own. Well, no, we won't go into that.
What'd you say, Susan?
I was gonna say it's like you're the god. You've created it and it is good.
Yeah. I mean, I'm the god of this. Nothing else in this entire world, but this is my shit.
The speakers start booming when you talk. They're quiet the rest of the time, but every time you talk, it's coming up with speakers.
It is? I thought I shut that shit off.
They're like sisters down there discussing this. They're so cute. I just love it.
Okay, we're gonna turn it all the way down then.
They are adorable. For anybody that wants to come in, you are welcome to. I got room for two more people. Anybody wants to come in and bullshit. Cadence, I require you to say something right now. What's going on? How was the Monday? How's the
whiskey, Cadence?
Require me to say something now, huh? So demanding.
I know. It's the butch side of me. I'm sorry.
Sorry. You're lucky I like that shit anyway. I don't know. Typical Monday.
Yeah.
Too short.
Oh, it's always too short. It's always too short. So, you guys, I want to tell you, speaking of weekends, I have my appointment set up for my COVID shot for my first one.
Yay.
And I'm gonna do it on the Thursday before the 4th of July weekend. So if I get sick, I have that whole 3 days to recover and I could get back to work because they need me.
So
yeah,
are you doing
a full set?
Are you doing a one and done, or is this the first?
No, I'm doing the Pfizer because it has the best percentage rates. And I also have the 3 doctors I work with, they all got Pfizer at the same time. And one of them is like 65-ish and in okay shape. The other one's like 64 in awesome shape. The other one's 51 and in okay shape. So, so none of them had any problems with it. And I just think that's the best way to go. I want that 96.5% or whatever. So I don't have to worry about it anymore.
Girl and I got the Pfizer last month.
Oh, did you? That was the Pfizer you got?
And basically what it amounted to. I'm not sure if I had any side effects. For me, it was like, might have been side effects, might have been just a bad allergy day the next day.
Oh, yeah.
Sloth roll, a routine flu can put her down for a month. So expected worse from her. And yeah, she had flu symptoms for 3 or 4 days.
Oh, God, that's not bad then. Good for her.
Now,
oh,
compared
here's
to
something.
what it normally does to her, that was nothing.
Right. Here's something interesting. So they did this study on, because you had these like house full of people, right? Like a family of 5 or something, and 3 or 4 people would get it and the other 1 or 2 wouldn't. And they were like, why is that? So they did this study on like I don't even know how many, like 500 different families or something like that. The one thing they all had in common that didn't get COVID from their family members was they were very sensitive to the taste of anything that's bitter. Like super sensitive.
Okay.
Now, this topic came up because I was at the party at my boss's house and she was making some kind of grapefruit kind of margarita thing or something. I don't know. It was good. But when I took a sip, everybody else took a sip and they were like, oh, that's nice. It's refreshing. And I was like, oh my God, that's bitter. And she was like, really? And she said, everybody else is okay. I measured them all out the same. And I said, mine is really, really bitter. So she took it in and put some triple sec in it and sweetened it up for me. And I said, well, it's still a little bitter, but it's better. And she was like, hold on. So she put a little more in. So she ended up putting like a shot and a half of triple sec in to get it to the point where I could drink it. And then the other doctor says, there was a study done. And I said, maybe that's why I haven't gotten it because, I mean, I've worn my mask every day, but I've never stopped working, and I've been working with the public this entire fucking time, all the way through COVID.
Yeah, one of the reported extended effects is that people who have recovered from it for several months after can lose their sense of taste.
Yep. Isn't that interesting? Thank you, Purple, for bringing that up. Yep, you're absolutely right. See, I'm a super taster is what I call it. I can taste everything. You can do filtered water and give it to me. I'll still taste chemicals in it. Unless it's like that super duper filtered through that big system at home kind of thing. That's the only time that the chemical taste gets down to the point where I'm okay drinking it. Because all I taste is chemicals. I can taste the fluoride, the chlorine, and...
A certain co-host I know is also a super taster.
Really?
Yeah, Kate is really, really, really super. And she doesn't like anything that's anywhere, even the slightest suggestion of bitter, that sort of thing.
No, it's horrible.
And,
yeah.
So
I don't mind sour. Now it's not sour, but it's bitter. Yeah, sour I like, although it's very strong for me when I first start eating it. It's like there's a huge party in my mouth when I put a sour gummy in my mouth. I'm the first 3 or 4. It's like it hurts, Oh, you get that thing on the side of your mouth. But yeah, I love sour stuff. But yeah, bitter doesn't like me. Matter of fact, the girl I work with when we were at the party, she brought her own homemade rub with her for like salmon.
Oh, okay.
And we were grilling some salmon, and the bosses said, hey, Michelle, bring your rub. And I was like, what is it? So I smell it, and I'm like, paprika, salt, pepper, cayenne. Yeah, and she's like, cayenne. I'm like, there's something I'm missing in this. And she said, nutmeg. And I'm like, damn, I missed the nutmeg.
Move beef.
But I knew what was in it. I can smell it. I can taste it. If somebody it puts too much spice of something in, I'll tell you, oh, wow, man, that has a lot of oregano in it. It sucks sometimes.
Me, on the other hand, I love bitter. I mean, I'll sit here and drink tonic water simply because I like the taste of it. Oh,
I hate tonic. And that I could taste the carbonation in it. Oh, it's horrible. All I can taste is carbonation. I can't. I cannot drink any kind of tonic water because of that. So, does anybody else like that? Anybody else a super taster? Anybody? Is that not a common thing?
No. Well, I think it's because of my bad sinuses, but my taste and smell have always been rather muted.
Well, honestly, Purple, I was always I'm afraid to quit smoking. Because they say, oh, you'll taste everything. And I'm like, no, I already do. I'll never eat anything because it'll all taste horrible. I'll have to eat really expensive fresh food all the time that I can't afford, So that would suck.
I recovered a whole lot of my sense of taste and a lot of my sense of smell when I quit smoking 3 years ago, and yeah, it's the slightest smells I can detect it. Outdoors at 50 yards. It's amazing. I didn't know. I was smoking for like 49 years, so I didn't know I'd get any of it back. And yeah, it all came back.
Yeah, sometimes it's bad though. Like when I worked at CVS, these, some of the older people would come in and they're like, got a walker or wheelchair or whatever, and they're going to get their prescriptions, and they go by me, and I look at the person I'm working with and go, God, did you smell that? And they're like, what? And I'm like, you didn't smell that piss? Like, I just smelled like a urinal.
No, okay.
I didn't smell anything. Oh my God. Like, it was literally when I was an EMT, people would shit on our cot, and the guy next to me is going, oh, that's a little nasty. And I'm over there going, because I can taste their shit. That's how bad. Like, if I breathe that in, I'm done. I can taste it.
I've had that problem, that chemical fragrances that are too strong, I actually taste them.
Oh,
like
wow,
if somebody's
really?
if somebody's wearing too much perfume and I can't walk down the laundry detergent aisle of the grocery store.
Oh, me too. I can't stay. If I go down it, I like hold my breath for as long as I can, and then I blow out my mouth while I grab the detergent, because I can't stay in the bar soaps either. I'm very allergic to the bar soaps.
Yeah, that's the same thing. I have to hold my breath just to get a bottle of detergent.
Yeah. So just so you know, Peach, if you have what is that? Not Lifebuoy. What's the other stuff? Irish Spring. I'm highly allergic to Irish Spring.
Well, Gain is laundry detergent. And
those two.
I had to tell my sister that I could not drive her anywhere as long as she was using that, because I could not sit in the car with her, because that stuff lingers for days.
Yeah, they buy that stuff that lingers for days on purpose, and then they walk by me, and I'm like, God, is that detergent or cheap cologne? Did you buy that at Walmart or Dollar Tree? Like, what is that?
Yeah, she'd use the Gain, and she'd want me to drive her to her doctor's appointments, and it's like, no, I can't be in the car with you for 15 minutes with that, because I start hacking like I've been smoking for 20 years.
So would you be good at wine tasting? Would that be something you'd be good at, like a sommelier or something?
Oh, probably.
Yeah.
I probably would be if I was, if I was interested. I never really thought about it, honestly.
No, I'm just thinking that could be a new career.
I was thinking I should go to like these places, the candy makers that try to play with different flavors. And I'll be like, dude, I got you. You should hire me for that. Like, I'll tell you if it sucks or not.
Yeah, that's the kind of thing I was thinking of when you were describing with the triple sec there.
Yeah. It's bizarre. I've had it my whole life, and even before I smoked or anything, I've always been like. But yeah, now I'm afraid to quit smoking. If I get all my taste back, man. It's not gonna be good.
Well, I don't know. You're probably going to have to do it anyway. I quit when my throat was just. It was. I sounded like Kenny Rogers with an extra helping of gravel, and I knew that I was killing my throat. And it's okay. That's one of the reasons I finally said I have to do this. It's been almost 50 years. So what do we have here?
Yes, SPM. Better. It's actually Birdie Bot's every flavor bean tester, like the ones where they have like. See, but I can't do it because they have like booger in there. Oh, I put that in my mouth one time, and I'm telling you, it tasted like a booger with chemicals in it. It was the worst fucking thing.
All right,
in the world.
now wait a minute.
I don't eat those things.
How is it that you know what a booger tastes like?
Oh, come on. We were all like suck snot out of our nose when we were kids. Come on. I mean,
that's always been my question with things like that. There are actually people whose job it is to taste pet foods.
Oh, I've eaten pet food before.
Don't doubt that.
Yeah,
I would do that.
I want a shift differential if I'm going to do that one.
Right. Want another $1.50 an hour to do the cat food. The dog food's okay, but the cat food, it's pretty nasty.
Wow. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, actually, I have actually sampled a piece of the little one's dry cat food, and I don't know how the hell she eats it.
It's nasty, isn't it?
Yeah, it tastes like dirt.
It's not tripe.
Well, that's true, and
Yeah.
I can't stand tripe.
A
Tripe is
friend of
horrible.
mine raised Irish wolfhounds, and I was watching the dogs while he was away for a while, for like a week, and that was part of the routine for the dogs. Was every night they got fresh tripe, and I don't see how anybody could eat that stuff because I could barely stand the smell of it long enough to scoop it into the dishes.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Peach, do you guys eat anything like that in the Netherlands? What's the weirdest thing you guys eat over there?
No, nothing like that.
Okay.
No. No. Our food is very bland.
Really?
Yeah. Yeah, it's pretty much farmers' food, like potatoes and stuff. There's no.
Okay.
Yeah, very bland.
Oh, it reminds me of the stuff my ex grew up with. Yeah, she grew up Pennsylvania German.
There you go.
And described how the food was very, very bland.
Well, yeah.
I wouldn't be able to take it.
No, I'm happy to be here in New Mexico. I love the spices, and the more the better.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Get some really good spices here. You know what's cool about living here? Like when I lived in Ohio. Okay, so every area has their own thing that they like, right? Food wise. So when I lived in Ohio, you could go everywhere and get those Buckeye candies, which is just like peanut butter in the center, chocolate on the outside, but it's really good because they make it with like homemade peanut butter, put honey in it and all this stuff. So it's really good. It's like a competition there to make the best Buckeyes. Who's got the best Buckeyes? You know what I mean? Like they all do it. And people give them away as gifts or sell them at yard sales or whatever. Well, here, New Mexico is the green chili capital of the world. So everywhere you go here, you can get green chili on anything you want. Anything. And then they have red chilies. They have red chilies. Well, actually, it's the chili capital, but they have red and green chilies. And when I first moved here, somebody said, "How do you want that? Red, green, or Christmas?" And I was like, "Christmas? This is like this is February. What are you talking about right now? Christmas?" And they're like, no. They mix the green and red chilies together. They call it Christmas. And I was like, "Can I have them separate to try them? I don't even know what we're eating, So, but you can get that anywhere here. McDonald's sells a cheeseburger here that comes with green. It's a green chili cheeseburger, and I've never seen it anywhere else. Yeah, no one else has it that I know of. Yeah, it's really interesting.
When you were in Ohio.
Oh, say again, Faye?
I have to go. The storm is really picking up.
Okay, yeah, go unplug your computer and be safe, okay?
Faye, it's great to see you. Haven't talked
Thanks
to you.
for coming, Faye. I loved it.
Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, we don't see much of her anymore.
Yeah. Don't go anywhere, Randolph. I haven't talked to you yet. Come back here, young man.
Now, B, yeah.
How are you, buddy?
Good. I'm just about to cut some plywood here so that I can finish the roof. So I have to try to get 2 pieces up before 20 hours. That gives me half an hour left. So I'm going to work pretty focused on that, but I'm listening to what you're saying and interjecting here and there.
Okay, just come back when you're done and we'll talk later.
Yeah, no problem.
We'll just watch you for now.
All right.
It's looking good, Randolph. It really is.
Oh, thank you very much.
Yeah, it looks good, buddy.
I'm excited because once I get this roof finished, then I can hire the roofer to come in and do that properly, and I can start on the floor. So
yes,
yeah, that'll be good. Yeah,
gotta dry it in. All right, buddy.
Then you can be basically watertight for finishing it.
Oh yeah, that's why I'll get a professional roofer in to make sure that it's done properly. This guy I know, who's one of my clients, he's been doing roofing since I guess over 80 years. He's been doing it, and he's very good. So
yeah, well, you got a pretty easy one there. It doesn't have anything coming through the roof, so.
Well,
yeah, there's no like slants and pitches extra or anything like that.
Yeah, it's just one long flat roof, but I'm going to. It's not perfectly flat, but hey, I'm new to this. It's close enough, and I'm going to cut in a few skylights in the near future as well.
Okay.
Cool. Nice.
Yeah, it's nice. Natural light coming in is really nice. So.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, thank you very much.
Go do that, and we'll ask you questions about flooring and stuff afterwards.
I'm not an expert, but I'll do my best. You'll probably be more helpful than me.
I don't know about that, buddy. All right.
Now, B, when you were in Ohio, did you do Cincinnati chili?
No, but they have chili competitions and stuff there. You know what they like to do in Ohio?
Mm-hmm.
You guys are not even
going
going to believe this. Yeah. So I don't know if they did this back then, Diana. Probably did. But they like to take dumpsters and make them into grills.
Yes.
And they have competitions once a year of the dumpster grills. Not only the construction of the grill, how well it works, the materials you use, like all of it matters. How it looks, how it functions, and how the food tastes when they're done with it. And they will take, some of the guys will take old dumpsters and like sandblast them out and clean them. And then they light a fire in them or something. I don't know. And then they make them into these giant fucking grills, and they put them on trailers and pull them behind their pickup trucks.
Yeah, and then they go to all of the rib cook-offs throughout the state.
Yes, they do that as well. Yep, absolutely.
Yeah, we had a big one in Cleveland. We would get people from all over the world coming in to compete with their ribs, and it was a lot of fun.
So you are saying that Ohio has a competition that literally starts with lighting as many dumpster fires as possible.
This is why they leaned Trump. Yeah. Yeah, absolutely.
Sounds about right.
I've been to Ohio a few times, and you know me. I'm born and raised in South Louisiana, but I still think it's a crime not to go to Cincinnati or Dayton or around that whole area where I was and not try chili.
You know, the funny thing there is people would go, "Oh man, I love Skyline chili," and everybody else would go, "What? That's like for hot dogs and shit. That's not chili. I'll show you chili."
I just don't like
chili. The thing about
I love chili.
I'm not from there, but the thing about Cincinnati chili or Ohio chili versus like Louisiana and Texas chili, it's a whole different flavor.
Yes,
it's not about the big chunks of meat and the spices and what you add to it. Cincinnati chili to me, like Skyline and Gold Star and all the different types like that, it's sweeter. It's got a different flavor, and it's amazing on, well, a three-way is amazing.
I've seen it
described. Well, we know how your sexual preferences are, Caden. What are you talking about?
Which is why I loved it.
I've seen
it on the spaghetti, and then like the spaghetti and the cheese and the, what was it?
And the beans.
Yes.
And the onions.
Wasn't that a four-way and a five-way?
Yeah, what do you have? You have the spaghetti,
put spaghetti
you have the
and chili in Cincinnati?
Well, she'll probably be able to tell you more than me, but it's spaghetti with the chili on top of it. Like instead of the sauce, you put like a sweet chili.
I can totally dig that.
It's like a sweeter, finer grained chili.
Yes.
That you put on top.
I used to beef up my spaghetti sauce or my chili with like macaroni noodles or whatever, any kind of small pasta. I would cook and beef it up so it would last longer, because you could get like a big box for like $1, you know?
Yes. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I'm sorry, Katie, go ahead.
The flavor I've seen described as Mediterranean. And yeah, you've got coriander, and I did the very first episode of my cooking show, which I do have to get back to, by the way, but we'll
yes, you do.
Get there. Was making Cincinnati chili. And you have that. I think there was coriander. There may have been some nutmeg in there. And one thing I'm going to have to do, and this is going to be one of the most difficult parts, there's a lot of stuff I can't eat anymore. They're not going to let me eat because I'm a kidney patient. And one of the things I have been told is that nobody holds to the kidney diet. You've got to learn how to creatively cheat. So, okay, we can deal with this.
So you do a little cheating, but you don't overdo the cheating and do it all the time.
Right. So this is where I'm going to have to be careful about, how much of my own cooking I can eat. This is one of the things I'm going to have to put up with for the rest of my miserable life. Thank you very much, God, that doesn't exist. I mean, really.
Oh, my lack of God.
What's an expectation of God?
There you are.
What's an expectation of God? Andy said.
Yeah, that's what Andy calls it. Yeah. Oh my fictitious God.
Fictitious God.
It's just great. No, I don't know if you guys knew this or what. I just got out of the hospital on Sunday.
Yeah, I know.
Because I totally crashed out. I think I was either days or hours from dead.
Right.
So, unfortunately,
we
for
are
you
definitely
guys,
glad you're still here.
well,
Yes.
unfortunately for you guys, I'm still around. So,
Yeah.
good.
Well, we are very glad for that.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Whether you
I
like
don't
it
know
or
why.
not, lady.
Damn it.
You're not getting rid of us this easily.
Yeah, I'm actually hooked up. They put a catheter in me, and through the chest wall, it goes to the heart.
Right.
And then they pick up the blood from there and then run it through the dialysis machine. And then later on, I'm going to make a decision. Do I want the hemodialysis or do I want what they call peritoneal dialysis, where you put a catheter through the abdominal wall and then you just empty a bag of ringer into your gut. They have both of them have pros and cons. And it's just a matter of figuring out which pros are good and which cons are bad. So I've got a while to make a decision yet. What am I hearing? Is that you, honey? It sounds like typing.
It's not me.
You're booming in my headphones, so I don't know.
Okay. Oh well. So yeah, it's just a whole bunch of fun, and I don't know. We'll get there. We'll make it. And then there's this cat over here. I don't know if you can see her. I have a tail.
Oh yeah, I see the tail. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, this is the come here, you. Come here. Say hi to everybody, Sylvia.
Oh, there's that baby.
Cat alert, cat alert, cat alert.
Yep. Cat on the screen, cat on the screen, cat on the screen.
And of course, I'm just sitting here like, I'm interested in the kitty.
She was going
like, just put the kitty big screen. We don't care about anything else.
Yeah, she was going crazy because she knew that I wasn't feeling well, and she was all clingy and everything. And then I disappeared, and yeah, she just freaked out.
She didn't know what to do.
Yeah, I mean, I can imagine. She's what happened to the human? Did the human die on me or some shit? And then
What the hell, human?
When the purple showed up, she was hiding and hiding and hiding because he wasn't the right human, I guess. And it took about a day and a half after I got home for her to finally settle down. And now she's her old self again.
Okay, Randolph.
Probably going into heat again. I don't know.
I want to say really quickly, Vonrick, thank you. Vonrick, thank you. I truly mean that. I appreciate that. Everything you did.
Well, Vonrick is a big sweetie.
Oh yeah,
Definitely.
I know. I knew, but I didn't know how, to the point of how sweet, and now I know.
Oh yeah.
No, I've been talking to Vonrick for I don't even know how. When did I first see you, Vonrick? Was that in Diana's stream or maybe over with those other group of crazy game playing people, Shannon them? Anyways, yes, and SPM said, I am quite glad you're still here with us.
No accounting for taste, I'll tell you.
Oh, whatever. Fuck off. Don't you tell us we're wrong. Maybe you're wrong. Majority rules, baby.
Damn it. I hate to cut in and have to poop the party, but I gotta go because Nathaniel's about to come out here.
Okay, well, thank you for popping in, Susan. I appreciate you.
So I love all of you
See
very
you next
much.
week.
Yes. Spoiler alert.
Spoiler alert. Well, you already mentioned it like 2 different times on my streams.
Yeah,
Everybody knows.
Yeah, I'm an asshole.
It's okay.
So,
Tell Nathaniel we said hi, okay?
All right, I will. I'll talk to you later. Bye.
All right, thanks for popping in. Oh, so funny. They're such. I love both of them. They're great. They're great people.
You've got quite the crowd here. You've got the good people here, B.
Yeah, well, I found them, half of them over by you. The other half were over at Math Pigs.
Oh man. Well, I ran into Von Rick when he showed up on my channel. He knew Kate, and I guess found me via Kate or something like that. And then yeah, he's always hanging around now. And I question your taste, Von Rick, but thanks for being around and everything. I love you dearly. I really do. And I've got some of the really good people that show up at my place. I don't know what they see in me. No, I know. They're all here for Kate.
No, that's not even true. Do you know? Hey, you want to know the honest to God truth? The first couple months I was watching you, Kate irritated the shit out of me till I got to know her. And so I wouldn't say anything in the chat, or I would just say something to you because I was like, oh my God, Kate's up there again. That bite, I didn't know her name then. I didn't even remember hearing you guys say it. She just irritated me. And then I got to know her. It's kind of like with Dick Dawson, the same thing happened. I thought, what a pompous ass. And then I realized he was just playing this, fun stream game thing of just fucking around, and I was like, oh, he's cool. And the same thing happened with Kate. At first she irritated the shit out of me. And then I realized she's just a very large smartass. And she's actually fucking good at it and quite funny. And sometimes I'll watch your streams while I'll have your stream on and I'm wandering around the house doing stuff or cleaning or whatever, getting laundry together. And I'll just listen and you won't even know I'm there and I'm there. When you don't hear me or see me, I am there. But I'm on a lot of your streams.
I burst into laughter during dialysis the second time I was there, and everybody's, what the hell? And it was all about, there's nothing in the world that can lift one's spirits like Kate and Stool antagonizing each other. That's what was going on that day. And they just have that chemistry going where they just go at each other and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Well, I have to say that I owe it to Kate that I found this community at all because it was all by accident.
Oh,
I would
really?
have never imagined actually searching online for atheists. That after my hernia surgery and I couldn't get on my chair for 6 weeks, I was looking on YouTube for 80s animation and I found Kate. And then since I was watching her videos, then of course YouTube starts suggesting Paula Gia and Vice Rhino and Professor Stick. And once you click on 2 or 3 of those, it just snowballs.
Yeah, it's true. It does snowball.
So if it wasn't for Kate, I would have never known there was an online atheist community.
Well, good. I'm glad she helped you find us. Well, actually, everybody else, I wasn't in the community. You were here before me, Purple.
I'm trying to remember where I encountered you first, B. Was it through MathPig?
Yes, I believe so, because he had me on a couple of his streams.
Okay.
And then I followed, who did I follow over to? I followed somebody over to your stream. I want to say it was somebody like maybe Robert or Amiga or one of those guys. The mod guys.
Oh, Amiga is another big sweetie.
I think it was Amiga because Amiga and I just instantly had we were joking around the chat and got along. And then I think that's what happened. I think they were like, oh, I'm going to go over to the Lavender Lady. I was like, who the hell's the Lavender Lady? Who are you talking about? And then when I went over and saw you, I was like, oh, I've seen her before. And I think it was in Math Pigs and we just didn't interact, And then, then I just went ahead and subbed to you because I was, I came on and you were like joking around. You were like moo, and then doing your stuff you do, and you said, and the first thing I heard you say was, blah, blah, blah. No, I don't know what I just said, and I was like, she's either nuts or she's brilliant. And then I decided you're both, and I like it.
There you are. That's the best way to put it. Yeah.
Amiga Nuts is another one of the people who does a lot in the background and doesn't gain enough credit in the community.
You are correct.
Among other things, that Amiga Nuts maintains the official shilling list with everybody's links that half of the people in this community use when they're spewing out links in the side chat for everyone.
Mm-hmm.
Before I started doing so much streaming, I actually got a hold of Amiga. I'm pretty sure it was Amiga. I think it was Amiga Nuts, and said, hey, do you have like the shill list? So if people come on my channel, I can just put their links up instead of asking them for it. And then they sent it to me, and it was pages, and I was like, fuck this shit. I'll just look it up on YouTube. It was so much. I was like, I'm ADD. I can't even look through this list to find people right now. I went through like 3 pages, and I was still in like the A's and B's. Yeah, and I was like, no, dude, no. Like I'm literally Amiga has everybody's links.
Yeah.
There are quite a few of us. Yeah.
Well, just in my chats, then whenever anybody new pops in, I've got some place I can go to put their links in the description.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
I don't do enough of that. I really should. It's just work. Hi, Kendra.
Hi, Kendra. Kendra's great too.
Hello.
I like Kendra. She's funny and saucy, and I like it. And I told Tobin, dude, if you ever fuck up and she decides to go to the dark side, I'm just letting you know.
Okay.
Oh, it's pretty funny though. No, I love Tobin. He's like my buddy, and I just, he really shocked me because he was always so quiet, and then he got into a deep discussion, and he was just going, and he kept going. I was like, wow, man. I didn't even know he had all this in him. Because he was just always so quiet and would listen to other people and only say like hi to people and stuff. He's kind of a quiet kind of guy. And I was like, wow, he just doesn't talk much until they got him talking. And he started, he's smart. That kid is fucking smart, man. I did not even see it coming the first time I saw him talk like that. So, but yeah, he's a good dude. He's got a good heart. Yeah, hi, Gio.
Oh, wow, Gio.
Yeah.
Hey, Sam.
Sam, you want to come up? Here, I'll throw you a link.
And Maya.
I'm letting anybody come up that wants to come up. Yep, Maya's in there too. She's been in there for a little bit, Perp. You missed it. I know. I think when Maya came in, you guys were both fighting with sound over there.
Yep. I have also been distracted here because this kitty who hid from me for 2 days now will not leave me alone and will not shut up.
Mm-hmm.
Now Sylvia is your best friend.
When she decides you're hers, that's it. Yeah.
Right. Where were all you guys? Were you watching another stream? You weren't here? You know what? I'm going to kick all you out of here. No, I'm kidding. I don't give a shit. Anybody come in if you want. The link's up there.
Well, I was in yours, but I came in a half hour late because we were out shopping, and that was just when we got back here.
Yeah, no, it's cool. I was just giving him shit. I'm sure.
Yeah, there was
Math Pig was doing a thing, and somebody else was doing a thing tonight. So yeah.
Well, again, I'm going to have to go in there and watch that from the beginning because, you never tell us who you're going to have on.
Well, that's the point. It's fun.
Yeah, it's been so long since I've seen Faye do anything live.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, it's my brother. It's my brother from the other brother.
Oh, I'm doing some shit. So what are you giving me shit about now? What are you giving me shit about?
No, I was teasing people in the chat because they were.
Hey, Robbie.
People in the chat because they were over watching you.
Everybody quiet.
I was going to kick them all out.
Shush, Diana.
You tell me what to do on my stream, young man. Go ahead, Diana.
What's going on here now?
I just wanted to say I love you, Diana, and ask you how you are.
I just want to say there's no accounting for taste, and I'm getting there slow but sure. I still am settling into the routine because, this is something that I'm going to be doing for the rest of my miserable life, so I might as well get used to it.
Well, I'm not going to, no, we'll not go down that route. I hope it's happier. I just wanted to know that you were doing well. It is fantastic to see you on screen. Randall, why is it every time I see you in B stream, you're on all fours?
It's his natural position.
I don't know if you can hear
You've got a way with words, I tell you. It's good to hear
there
your
he
voice.
goes.
Because Randolph knows who's in charge on this stream, Math Pig.
Sorry, I didn't want to defer from Diana. It was just flashback humor because the last time I was on a stream with B and Randolph also got down on all fours and made propositions towards B. His bum was sore for at least 2 days. I don't know what happened.
Holy cow.
Leave it to my little brother from another mother. He's gonna come in here and stir some shit. I love you, man.
I just got out of a hangout with another English, with a person from England who we were just discussing. It's 7 minutes to 4. We should be going to bed. And just as I hit the YouTube button to close, it was like, fucking Beasley, for fuck's sake. Right. I'll pop over and I'll say hi. And then I was like, that pretty lady's on, so I'm going to have to join. So I just.
Oh man, I don't know. There, I have to question Elena's taste, but I don't know. You know,
I don't tell lies, Diana. Don't tell lies.
No.
He's an asshole. Don't tell lies.
That's right. That's right. Never tell lies. I can absolutely be an asshole. Anybody that saw Granny's stream can know I could be an asshole. I was about to go off on that fucking dude. And she cut it down to a third of what I said. There was more shit I said.
This is an after party or something, is it?
Yeah, so I started my Root and Branch interview thing, and Randolph said, you should make the make an after party like Neil did, because then people aren't afraid to come in as much because they feel like they can. It's a new platform. It's not about the interview anymore. So I tried it, and I told him I'd give it a shot and see if everybody liked it better like that. So
yeah, it's a good format.
It's good. Yeah, I stole that part from Neil. Stole the interviewing. Stole that from Neil. Stole the interviewing with theists from Skylar, and then the scientists and all that. There, I'm trying to emulate the non sequitur show without the drama. So it's
which is nice, right?
Oh yeah, rip off as many people as you can because there's no original content out there at all anymore.
Hey, nobody else does what I do.
Except for Randolph. I have not seen a man bend over so many times on hardwood on YouTube and get away with it.
Okay, let me change that. Maybe not
really full.
Maybe not. Nobody does this. Nobody in our community does it how I do Root and Branch. So that's why it just hit me one day. I was like, I want to do something different. I want to talk to people. I want everybody to get to know each other. And I thought, oh my God, I know how to do it. And I was high as fuck and telling Randolph about it. He was listening. I come up with the best shit when I'm high. That's why my mind works better because I'm ADD.
Smoked all the leaves.
I'm sorry, Purple? What?
That's why it's Root and Branch, because you already smoked all the leaves?
Yes.
No, this is the Trimmings. This is where the leaves are. It's called the Trimmings, the Root and Branch after show.
Do you make hydro hash? It's finally for me. I have had an after party and an after party to the after party on the Patreon's channel, which B wasn't there because she's doing her own thing. But so it's very late for me. I'm a bit of a mess. I do apologize. The only reason I'm here is because I love Diana and I just wanted to just jump on. Fuck off.
See, he doesn't even love me, but by God, he comes on here for Diana.
Of course.
I don't know.
Hey, Math Pig, I hear that Amanda's free of cancer now. You must be really happy.
Mm-hmm. Right, over the moon.
Yeah, it's awesome news.
Awesome news.
Yeah, now we just got moved into a new place.
Yeah.
Next.
Well, the place has to become available, I guess, right?
Yeah, something happened with the place they thought they had fell through, so
looking
for another apartment.
Yeah.
Get them out of there and on their own and happy and stuff and things. Mm-hmm.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I just saw that. All right.
So
yeah. You know what you should do tomorrow when you're awake? You should DM me.
We'll do that.
I'd appreciate that. So we could talk about
I start working 4 hours, so we'll see how it goes. Although I did get a snooze earlier. As everybody knows, I usually do my streams at like 10 o'clock, and I woke up at 10:10 and I shit myself. But I'd already arranged for the interview to be at 11 tonight because he's based further in America, so it was fine. But I woke up and was like, man, I just woke up. Give me 5 minutes. I'll be there now. And he was like, we're grand. We've time. I said, oh, yeah, we do. Yeah.
Wow.
But that was a good interview. We had Son of a Dog on tonight, which was a good interview. With Jake, I've got Jake the Atheist coming on Wednesday, which should be good as well.
Now, wait a minute. Which Jake is that?
I feel like I've heard of him.
He's on Twitter a lot. He has
Okay.
that pose like this with the sort of Star Warsy style sort of mask thing as his icon.
That's not the Jake that hangs around.
Okay. Wait. That is not a Star Wars mask. That is Bionicle. It is a Lego product.
I am fully in agreement with you, but would you agree that most people would not know that and would understand it as a slightly Star Warsy mask with a guy?
I didn't know.
What?
I didn't know that it wasn't.
Okay, I didn't know we had to dumb things down for all the heathens.
Yes, some of us are not Star Wars / Star Trek / whatever geeks.
It's
You know,
neither
just a
of
little
them.
bit.
But
But
that's
you
the
should
thing,
know
it's-
Lego.
But it's not either of them. That's the point. The point is that sort of shit is cultural. So because I make a reference to that, you will understand.
Yeah.
I feel you,
Well,
Purple.
when I
You're
said
valid.
that
I'm being
shit,
pedantic
I was
here.
I
anything
feel you,
related
Purple.
to that kind of theme.
I feel you, Purple. Trying to get the pigsty in space correct was, yeah, you have to get it right.
Just right.
Yeah, I've seen Purple over this last maybe 3 months ask about 6 people for help with doing it. It's trying to get that. You're doing a novel or a graphic novel or something now at the minute, Purple.
It'd be
Hi,
awesome.
Randy.
if I-
Hey,
awesome if I
Randy.
found- What?
Oh, Randy popped in. We were just saying hi. Go ahead, Purple. I'm sorry.
But it'd be awesome if I actually could find an artist to do it as a graphic novel. But it's my novel I've been working on for a couple of years, and just people were mentioning wanting something to draw, and it was a concept I had before that the whole novel's based around this galactic alliance, that there's like 1,000 alien species. And I wanted to have each species being drawn by a different artist, so it looks like they all evolve separately on different worlds.
You're fucking greedy, aren't you?
Well, for the first novel,
Can't just
I
have
only
this
need-
much.
For the first
Look,
novel, I only really
I don't
need
want
5
one
of them.
person to help. I want
Yeah.
50 people to help. Right?
Well, I only need 5 of them right now, but
Oh.
you know, if it takes off in the sequels, I'll need more.
I'm only winding you up.
Honestly, one thing to think about is what's brought up way back when it comes to numbers. The counting systems for different dating worlds. It will be different from just thousands and hundreds and that kind of thing. So really think about what you do for counting, because it's going to be weird for alien species compared to what we are used to.
Well, yeah, I have thought of that just on the simple thing that if we had 6 fingers on each hand instead of 5, we'd probably all be working in base 12.
Mm-hmm.
Well, the thing is,
You got 5
even on
fingers?
Earth we have.
Base 60 was a thing. You've got your 1, 2,
Hold on,
3,
Randall.
4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, and ignore your thumb. You know, your thumb's your. I think that's how they did base 60, was using the nodules or the knuckles in your finger.
Oh, is that
Yeah,
how
but-
it worked?
Yeah, but the thing is, there are base 13 areas on this Earth. They're base 14. They're base 20.
I've
So-
been aware of a couple of the ancient systems, and
Well, these aren't
I
ancient.
knew about the use of the 60, but I didn't know how they worked that.
I think they used it on the 3 nodules with your forehand, and then this was a multiple.
Hmm. Okay, there's something new. I know with some African
All of you.
tribes that even though it's base 10, they only count on one hand because you do the 5, and then it's like the wrist is 6, the mid arm is 7, the elbow is 8, the mid upper arm is 9, and the shoulder is 10.
Yep.
So that they can do it with one hand.
Well, the idea, yeah.
And Micronesia is even worse. That's where you have the really weird ones. We have base 7, base 13, base everything. So just the way of counting is not like a unilateral thing for just Earth.
Yeah.
Right.
Well, I get that, and I've also been, kind of developing all the languages, and it's like I'm not going to go to, great depth with all the full-blown languages, but for every species, at some point when they're talking, there's going to be some words that don't translate well, or names or proper nouns. So for each one of them, I've got to have at least a few words of their native language.
Yeah, and also expressions. Like what you have, like a bird in the hand is worth 10 in the bush. Yes, expressions like that aren't really possible to translate fully because the concepts do not work in other languages.
Yeah. Well, that's like one of them, like, you know, the word for a relationship comes up and they're trying to translate it. And it's like, the closest to a literal translation is her blanket covers his bed.
Uh-huh.
It's like,
Yeah, that's a clever one. I approve.
Math Pig Randy said that, yes, the knuckles were part of the measurement.
Yeah, just find the live chat. Sorry.
Yeah. Okay.
You just found it? What?
No,
it's there.
I know
Well,
it's
it's like
there.
4:30 in the morning where he is. He's tired and he's high and he's.
It's 5:03 for me, so fuck off.
And I have 5 screens to find out where I had loaded it, and there was Twitter, and there was Discord, and I was watching Netflix, and then there's this, and then Bees was sending me some dick pics. Don't ask me how, but she was sending me dick pics. And I got
He's
lost.
just Dick Dawson. And the former president. I mean, what's wrong with that?
No, I'm just making sure. We're just making sure. It is quite late. It is quite late. But I do appreciate you having me on, B. Thank you very much.
Yeah, man, you know you are always absolutely 100% welcome. I will kick other people off to have you on. I love you to death.
Great to see you again, honey.
Yeah.
You'd be good.
well, would love to have you dropping on my chats, although I know with the time difference, it's kind of hard for people in the UK.
I'm not leaving. I was just saying thank you.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Okay, fine.
He's rolling one. He's not leaving yet.
I'm not leaving either, but I'm getting something to drink. I'll be right back.
Did you kick yourself out? Was that intentional?
Hmm?
He'll probably.
I did not kick you.
He probably
He kicked me. You see how B kicked me? You see how B kicked me? I said I was going to. Did you see how B kicked me? That was B. I don't appreciate that. That was not nice. I don't appreciate that.
You're so full of shit. I did not kick you.
That's right. If she's going to kick you out of the stream, you should show her and just not come back.
You know what I do? When I kick him out, I laugh my ass off. That's how you know I kicked him out. So, see?
Yeah.
I didn't do it. My mouse was all the way over to the right.
She
I swear to
laughed.
God.
Everybody's seen her laugh. She laughed. This is reverse psychology. She held it until I came back.
No, I'm laughing because you're fucking hilarious, man. You crack me up. Oh, Bob Rick said I should kick you for that. I'm like,
sometimes my timing's just good. Sometimes it's not. Sometimes people think I'm an asshole. I was on a Christian channel the other day, and Smokey Saint came on and asked me to check my back end settings because he's blocked from being able to talk in my live chat. And I told him to check the back end settings and all the kids, and then just walked out. So, you know, sometimes my timing's quite good, sometimes it's not. But
And sometimes perfect timing gets screwed up with the lag.
Oh, yes.
Pardon, didn't hear you because of the lag there, Purple.
There we are.
oh,
Sometimes the lag is not just the internet, sometimes just mental.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, we all have mental lag around here. That's why we all get along so well. I mean, some of us call it pot. Some of us call it mental lag.
Pot's my dog's name. He's fucking asleep. Don't say that. He'll wake up and look.
Right, like.
No, like, but the dog's actually called Pot. If you say that.
No, I know. I know that's his name.
He'd fucking wake up. He'd be like, what?
Did you say my name? Is it time for treats?
Yeah, see, you got to be careful what you name your pets.
Oh, my mother named the dog. My mother wanted to call him Pothead, but I refused to stand out the front of my house and shout Pothead. So we named him Pot because he has a giant spot on his back. So if anyone asks, it's Spot without the S.
Oh, every time you tell that story, I laugh because I can picture you standing out there yelling, "Pothead, pothead," and all the guys going, "Yeah."
I swear to fuck, my ma in the wee house I had at the time, she was like, "We should just name a fucking Pothead because you went to university to get a degree and you came back with a habit."
Yes, Randy, we know that you are the king of lag.
Mm-hmm.
Randy
It's
is the king
called
of
junk
lag.
shopping.
Yes.
Yeah, it's called junk shopping for a reason, but
You know, I actually thought I came up with that, and I came up with that a couple hours after someone else came up with it. So I thought I was the first one, but I was the second.
Junk shopping.
Yeah.
Well, technically, I was the first person that tried to get it to set up as an Urban Dictionary definition.
Yes, you
because-
did. You were the first
Yes,
person to do that.
But there is this problem where Math Pig is the exact opposite of not English Pig. So I got turned down and someone else had to go and do it properly.
Somebody already did it.
Yes, no, that's the point. I tried
Yeah.
to. I fucked up.
Yeah, no, I know you did. Yeah.
Yeah, and then they actually went and did it properly. So now junk shopping on the Urban Dictionary is an actual thing.
Yes, which is really cool. Infamous in a couple of years. They will be infamous. Yeah.
Like your deck picks.
Right. I mean, they're really good picks, I think. Lighting's good, color's good. I put a little pink hue to it, I'm good.
You've got that grip right at the bottom, correct?
Absolutely. Absolutely. I don't even know what you're talking about right now. Okay, yeah, sure, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, that the finger position is important if you want to really make it look big.
Exactly.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you
Okay,
have to strangle
that's
that
how
fucker.
Mathpig does it.
You have to strangle that fucker at the bottom, get the veins going,
Okay, stop there. That's enough. No,
Hey, at
least
it wasn't me who got the chat in this direction.
Right? Like he kicked himself. Again.
Those are
You're laughing. We know it was you.
No, it wasn't me.
Thanks very much. Yeah, all right. No, I understand.
You said
I
we
can
could
go to
tell it
bed.
was you when you were laughing.
I can go to bed.
I have to lean forward to reach it like this. So when I'm back like this, I literally can't even reach it.
Yeah, in all seriousness, B has not kicked me one single time tonight.
I know, but we had to.
No, I did the first time. The first time I really did kick you, but that was fun. But the rest of it's all been you.
No, B hasn't kicked me at all from any of these things. It's all been me.
It wasn't me. I got this. Oh. Hold still.
Okay, that's the last time. That's the last
Yeah,
time.
good job.
I'll just go to bed. If you don't want me here, I'll just go to bed. That's fine.
I love having you here.
Oh,
That's
it's
all
great
on
to have
you,
you here.
dude.
I don't get to interact with you very much. It's whenever your streams are on, I'm working, and whenever my streams are on, you're probably asleep.
You have a stream exactly when I take my doze after work. I think it's your midday.
Yeah. Well, that would be starting at like 5 or 6 o'clock in the evening for you. Yeah.
Yeah, I finish work at 5. I get home about 5:30, 5:45. I eat my dinner. By the time I've settled down and I'm just you're finishing up, or I am either so full or so tired. It's just
I've been actually thinking about changing the time for one of the streams just because that's basically the thing. It seems nobody in the UK can get in at either of the times I'm running.
Well, this is
for the UK. Sorry, go on ahead, Diana.
Didn't you start the midday stream in order to get the weird time zones?
Well, actually, yeah, I started the midnight one originally because at the time I did it, it was the only time I could find that there wasn't somebody I wanted to follow already streaming.
Yeah.
So I wound up doing it at midnight. And then the people from the UK were like coming in like in the last hour of my stream because they were just waking up. So I said, okay, I'll do one in the middle of the day so you guys can get in. And then they all complain that that's their dinner hour, so none of them show up anyway.
Yeah.
Your best time for anyone in the UK would be 5 Eastern. Except except on a Monday, except on a Wednesday or a Thursday, because they're my streams. Fuck off. Yeah. No.
Okay.
I'm only whining. No, 5, 6, 7, in and around that time Eastern.
Okay.
Because everybody's had their dinner, and another thing Purple is really, really good for especially with the community, is find a stream that someone's having. Like say for Toxic, I'm doing mine. You run after mine, then I send everyone to you.
Yep.
So it's continuing the community. It's continuing the.
Well, on Thursday night,
natural
I'm kind of doing that backwards now because Godless Sewing set up to do his stream right before mine, so he feeds into my Thursday night.
Yeah.
Okay.
What time's your Thursday night for you? For me, if you understand what I mean.
Well, it starts at midnight for me. So, like I said, I think I'm 6 hours behind you.
Yeah, it's 6 hours difference. Yeah.
So yeah, that.
So Robbie's at 6 a.m. at that time, right? Yeah.
Yeah, it's basically around sunrise for you.
I go to bed generally about 5, so you've lost me.
Yeah. Yeah, that's I get a couple of Brits in there once in a while they're making breakfast.
See, you're trying to be nice to the UK community, and without taking into account that the UK community that watches this are all fucking insomniacs.
Yeah, okay, then. And then the other thing here is that we are a large community now. We've been growing, and there's really no way that anyone can do anything without stepping on somebody else. For example, my stuff and Junk Shop's stuff always conflict. I can barely watch any of Junk Shop Library's stuff, and then when I do, I'm really happy that I can. But you can't move the stuff because you're going to step on somebody else.
Well, that's why, when Neil moved to Tuesday, Thursday, Saturday, I was like, that's it. I'm grabbing Monday, Wednesday, Friday. Because all the really like popular, everybody was watching, our community people were running on Tuesday, Thursday. And, so I was like, screw it. I'll just grab Monday. Because the people that were streaming on Monday weren't like, for a while there was no like consistent, every single Monday thing. People were doing like every other Monday or something like that. So, and then I tried to get Dave and MathPig to come on one of my Monday night streams, and MathPig goes, well, we stream on that night. I'm like, great. Son of a bitch. I mean, I can't compete with Neil. I can't. So I went opposite him.
Man, it is so difficult. Me and Dave have been trying to work on a fucking big giant ass fucking spreadsheet to overlap and stuff like that. And, you know yourself, me and Dave are very analytical with the whole YouTube thing and stuff. And like, I'm approaching my limit. I have 12 channels left. I can subscribe to 12 more channels before I hit 1,000. Right?
Yeah.
On my
I
main
tried to
channel.
do the same thing.
Right, and it's so fucking difficult, right? And as much as Dave, pardon, Randall?
There's a lot going on. Like when True North Talk starts, we're planning to make sure that we don't conflict with any of the call-in programs. And we want to try to make sure we don't conflict with others as well. But the priority is at least not conflicting with the same kind of show.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We're trying to find a place to fit in. So we'll figure it out. We'll try to do something that'll be the least destructive to people.
Well, who's got the spreadsheet?
Who's
got the spreadsheet now, Randolph?
Well, actually, I'm working on a website called atheismcalendar.com, which I have I have a goal to set that up so that all the atheism channels can be listed there and maintain their own schedules.
That's what me and Dave are doing as well. Something like a schedule, something like a spreadsheet, Dave,
I tried doing something like that like 3 years ago and just
you see,
I found it bottoming out because I couldn't get enough people to tell me when they were going to be
what
on.
used to be? Do you know what was absolutely fantastic, right? And we could do this right now, right? And it's, to be definitely honest, it's not that expensive, but it is hidden behind a fucking paywall. And the reason for that is because people are fucking assholes. There is a Discord bot that was created, and this Discord bot was absolutely fantastic. It was called CouchBot. It got picked up, and it was upwards of 14,000 fucking servers. And this guy was doing it off his own back end in his free time. And when he upgraded it to make it slightly better and to fix all the problems that was appearing, it fucking crashed. All right, it crashed. He's a small guy with a garage fucking server system, and people went to the point of sending him fucking death threats and this, that, and the other. I based my entire system around this and all the rest of it. I mean, this bot was fantastic, right?
If they're sending death threats, they should lose their accounts for that. That's
right?
ridiculous.
Yeah, exactly. So he put it behind a PayPal wall, right? And I think it's now upwards of $50 fucking a month or 50 sterling a month for you to get that.
After that kind of treatment?
No, but don't get me wrong. The 50, it was unlimited before. The 50 also gives you unlimited. You can get 5 servers for like a tenner a month.
I don't blame him for going to a pay-for model if people are going to treat him so crappy.
Oh man, he took an entire 2-month, 3-month break. We thought this thing was dead. But the wonderful thing about this is it posted if you had a Toxic at Discord with 4 channels, one for what's live now, one for what was previously live, and one for just finished or whatever, it automatically would delete between channels. It would post what's live now. When it stops being live, it would delete it. It would then move it to another channel and post this is just finished. It would post.
Wow.
It was it's called Couchbot. COUCH.
Yeah, I saw that somewhere.
Probably in all my fucking servers.
Yes.
About 6 months ago, because it was everywhere. It was fantastic. And if you wanted to add a channel, it had built in the YouTube API, so you could literally type in Lavender Lady, and it would bring up 3 suggestions for Lavender Lady. You know, you didn't have to type. You didn't have to go and copy and paste the actual YouTube channel. It would search for you. So you would just be like, add. And it would automatically do all of this for you. And depending on the Discord you were in, you had 2 choices. You had the group community and you had the owner community. So the owner one would post in general. You had more control over it. It would be up, post in the general, go, everybody, tag everyone, go look at this. Then it would delete it and move it to live. And then when it was finished being in live, it would delete it and move it to previous posts. It was very good at what it did. But it's now behind a paywall. But
well, I mean, sometimes you got to do that shit, you know.
No, he's fully deserved. Fully deserved.
He absolutely does deserve it. I mean,
no, he's been able to quit his job now and fully devote.
Oh, good.
It is 10 times better than what it was. But
good.
He did not deserve what he got. He didn't deserve what he got. You know, he was given out for over a year nearly to as I say, 14,000 servers.
Oh yeah. You mean as far as like people being assholes to him? Yeah, no, he didn't deserve that shit. Yeah, no, not cool.
Oh, Maya, hello, dear. How are you?
Maya's been lingering. She keeps popping up randomly.
I didn't see her earlier.
Someone provides a free service, they have no right to complain when it gets shut down. No. That's despicable.
No way. He generally, he shut down his Twitter, he shut down his Discord, he shut down the bot, he shut down everything for about 3 months.
Yeah. I don't blame him.
No, I don't either.
I've similar things to happen to a number of people that, you know, they had one kind of channel or another running, and, you know, people just started feeling they're entitled to something. It's like, no, if they're running it for free, you're not entitled to anything they don't feel like doing.
Right.
Well, there's another aspect to that. If you pay for it, but then they shut it down and you're not paying for it anymore, you're still not entitled to it.
I have tried multiple bots in conjunction with this, that, and the other. I have even went to people who program Discord bots, and I have given them. The best of it is, before Couchbot was actually put behind a paywall, it was on GitHub. And if anyone knows GitHub, it's a free service. The program is out there, and I have a copy of the fucking thing. And I've given them one of the original copies, and they still can't do what this guy's done. You know, it's.
Huh.
Wow.
What language was it programmed in?
Your mama.
What?
I haven't a fucking clue. I was making a your mama joke. I don't know.
He said your mama.
Oh, yeah, I hadn't heard of that language before.
He doesn't know. Oh, no, that's an American thing. Like, we use it for everything.
Okay.
It could either be a casual insult among friends, then everybody, like, oh, fucking this.
Like
I fucked your mama last night.
That sounds like what's happened here.
I don't know. I'm Northern Irish. It was just the first thing.
More often than not, if somebody just says your mom out of nowhere without a build up to it, it means they've already lost the argument and don't have anything else to say.
Right.
No idea what it was programmed in. No idea, man. It could be Java. It's more than likely Python. It's probably, I think everything's in Python.
You can send me a copy. I'll take a look at it.
Yeah. I find it in my laptop that's caving on me to the point where I'm going to fucking wipe it and go Linux. It's really annoying.
Wait.
I'm already on Linux.
Maya and Jenna were streaming on the same stream together, and I fucking missed it. How did I miss that shit? When did that happen?
I would have liked to have been on there too.
Stop playing with your penis, B. I've told you this. Stop sending me pictures.
I haven't purchased it yet.
Oh, that is brilliant, that response.
You know, I mean, new girlfriend, new toy. That's
you want to hear a funny story? Right? I'm on a Christian channel the other day. This is, I'm totally putting this behind a paywall. This is fucking members only content that you haven't seen yet, B, because you're fucking useless at checking Patreon, right?
No, I'm not. No, I don't do that. I quit yours. I told you, didn't I?
Oh no, you didn't.
I was
No,
too
you hit
broke.
me. You hit me.
Yeah,
You hit me. You hit
I
me.
had
Okay.
to stop for a couple months, but I'm gonna start it back up once I get my.
Oh no,
raise.
no, well, I'll send you a link to the video. I have it without, but it doesn't matter, right? People in the community know of Iggy Taint.
Of who?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Iggy Taint.
Sounds familiar. Okay.
Smoky Saint.
Oh, Smoky Saint. Yes.
Right. Well, I was on a Christian channel the other night, and we wouldn't say Lion's Den because they were very opening, and they listened to me speak, and it was me and 5 or 6 Christians. It was
What
grand.
did you do?
It was grand. It was grand. And they were talking about vitriolic and feedback, and atheists being this, that, and the other towards them. And I made a mention of, and I know that B has seen this, and I think maybe Maya has seen it as well. Maybe 1 or 2 other people in the chat who are close to me have seen it as well. The email that particular person sent me for being timed out in the chat. Timed out, remember now. Now, don't get me wrong. Since his reply in the email, he has now been banned. But it was, he gave Manda very misogynistic comments. She told him to go fuck himself. He's a dick. He was timed out. And the things that he sent in the email was even worse, to the point was like, I don't even want to talk about it. B's seen the email. I'm pretty sure B's seen the email, although she's probably forgotten.
No, I believe I have. The more you're talking about it, I think
that's not new territory for him.
Right. Well, that's like, don't get me wrong.
That's a big part of the problem.
15, 20 slurs, and at least fucking half of them misogynistic in one email, And I mentioned this on stream without saying his name. I put his name in the live chat. I put his name in the private chat. In particular, one of the people on the panel, then sent a message to Smokey. And then he jumped in just as I was leaving. And he came in and he told me to check my back end on my channel because he's timed out. And I told him to check to go and fix himself and stop checking the back end of little kids. And then I moved the fuck on and left the stream and hung out. But if anyone knows the backstory with that, but it was quite funny.
That's why I'm laughing. Yeah.
That's good. Yeah. This is what you get to see in the moment. It's quite funny if you are all members of Patreon. But Ox has seen it. It's quite funny.
Smokey is a pile of shit, says Ox. Only thing he is good for is a target holder.
I have not interacted with him in close to 6 months because the only way to defeat a scumbag like that is to not give him attention.
Like an archery target or heavy weapon fire target?
Ooh.
How deep you want to go with that, Ox?
I don't know. What is Randolph doing right now? Is he doing Amish porn?
He is putting on knee pads so he can kneel.
I thought he was showing his ankles for the Amish.
He's trying to kneel like Neil.
I'm about to start screwing this plywood into the roofing.
You really didn't.
Well, then
say that.
you know what?
You did not say that.
Thrown off.
Then just screw it.
Can you do me one favor? If you're going to screw into the wood, would you put the camera in the other way so we can see you from behind, please, Randolph?
Shut up, Matthew.
I'm wondering what kind of carpenter he is.
You're such a friendly, encouraging guy.
Oh, yes. I promise to bring Luke. Don't worry.
I'm just wondering what kind of a builder he is that he plans in advance to screw it up.
Well, that's when I'll be doing that when it's time to put the ceiling in down below.
Saying that, Randolph, I work in fucking CNC now, and if you can't make a fuck up. It has to be fucking bang on. It has to be. They spent an hour of the day resetting the fucking saw because it was cutting 0.8 of a degree out from where it should.
Oh yeah. This stuff here isn't as precise. The knead isn't as precise, but I still try to make it as precise as I can. Yeah.
From the scrap left over, I've decided to build a steel barbecue, a wee portable steel barbecue with like little legs left over and stuff like that, and I'm totally winging it.
I'm sure Hank Hill will approve.
Oh yeah.
Hey, Math Pig, have you talked to Richard about that? He used to do CNC.
No, I haven't. It's hard to get contact with Richard because Richard has this watch on his arm that looks like freckles in hers, and it doesn't actually turn with the time.
No, he's got it. He has a real watch. He just doesn't look at it.
Makes as much sense.
He just goes about his day, man. That's just how he lives.
Oh, I know, but it's just you understand what I'm trying to say. It's just very.
I know.
hard
He's late for everything. I know.
No. You need to
and good luck getting a hold of him. I know.
Yeah, set a time with Richard an hour before you actually want to hang out with him. 10 o'clock, Richard. We're hanging out 10 o'clock. 10 o'clock, 10 o'clock. Yeah. Set the stream for 11.
Oh my goodness. It's true. He's horrible about it. Sometimes he'll come into my stream like dead on time. And sometimes he'll come in late to the chat or whatever. But with most people, he just. And honestly, I have to remind him. When I first started doing my stream times, I had to remind him over and over again when they were, and now he's got it memorized.
Oh yeah,
he does not remember numbers or any of that shit.
Yeah, it took him at least 3 months to get used to the 7-hour difference on a Thursday, and even then, he was still the odd time late.
Yeah. Oh shit, man! I thought it was 6 p.m. and it was 5 p.m.
Yeah, Richard. Same time for the last 6 months. Exactly the same time every 6 months. Hasn't changed.
Hey, he'll tell you he's not a numbers guy. He's not good with. He does not remember numbers for shit. He never has, and that's why it's funny because he'll be talking to somebody and they're like, some Christian. They're like, where's that at in Deuteronomy? And he's like, I don't know the number. Just look for it. I don't know. It's in there though.
That annoys me.
Yeah, he's horrible with numbers. That was always my thing in the family. I was a number rememberer.
You could retain numbers quite well.
That's the only thing I've ever been
Get your
good
grammar
at.
right. Excuse me. Let Math Pig tell you about your grammar. You know.
Oh God. Go ahead.
No, that was it.
Oh, okay. I got it. Okay. Sorry, had a hole in my lip or something. I'm gonna have to ask the doctors about it tomorrow.
Yeah.
Coffee all over me.
Sorry, it's late. I've been distracting. I didn't mean to take control.
I am not taking grammar from anyone in the UK until the English and the Irish start speaking the same language.
Oh man, that's the entire political fucking stream thing going on at the minute. Do you not know we just lost? No, in all honesty, the whole Irish Language Act, we just lost the fucking leader of the DUP. They had a whole vote of no confidence in the leader and the guy that he was putting up for the leader of the country. Kicked the two of them out. We've no leader in the biggest party in all over the whole fucking Irish Language Act.
See, that's what we need to reform the U.S. political system.
Yes, absolutely.
On every ballot, all of the candidates who are currently sitting in office need to have their names listed. And if half the ballots cast mark no confidence, that person's got to be removed.
Yeah, in saying that, man, because of the rules that we also have over here in America, I think it was when Trump was there last year, whatever the fuck, you didn't agree on something and then the government shut down. How long was it shut down for? A month, 2 months?
Yeah, that's
which time?
Yeah, which time?
Yes.
Which time? Right. Well, that should
every
happen.
couple of years it happens. It's like every 3 to 5 years or something. I don't even know.
It's basically every 2 years after there's a new Senate election, they shut down the government for a while.
Right.
There you go.
We're talking what, a month or two?
Yeah. So
this last one was at least 30 days. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
At least
there was
30
one
days.
that was like 2.5 months.
Hey, shut the fuck up. This is my channel.
No, fuck you. You asked.
Right? No,
it's like 2.5 months one time.
Right, well, because of the rules and the regulations about keeping it fair that you're promoting, there is the bad side of that because we also have to agree on everything. And because the same sort of shit that happened in America that closed down for 30 days, it happened over here for 3 years. And when that breaks down to the level of on the local level, trying to find funding to keep councils going and things like that, 3 years. It actually
holy shit.
Yeah.
So you take that extreme, let's be fair and let's agree and this is all wonderful. Yeah, if we don't agree, shit don't happen. And that went on for 3 years.
That's craziness, man.
Oh, well, on a good point, because it went on for so long, the English government stepped in and went, well, if you aren't going to legalize LGBTQ marriages and shit like that, because we have it in England, Scotland and Wales, yeah, fuck you, we're going to do that. So they made it law. And then,
nice.
not long after that, and a few other things, they were like, oh shit, they're going to start taking control, and us Bible bash and DUPs don't like that shit. So they came to the table. So, yeah.
Wow, man.
Well, I think Banner doesn't carry something good with it.
Pardon?
Speaking of ousting a leader, the Swedish Prime Minister got ousted yesterday.
Oh,
well, longer
really?
time. So yeah, because there was a vote of no confidence due to rental roofs for apartments. So
okay,
really?
So at this
Apartments is
point,
what took it?
yeah, there was a vote in the government. So he has at this point it's just about 6.5 days to either get a new government going, or it's an emergency election for a re-election for the entire ruling body.
Wow.
Another thing that we have over here that I cannot remember the name of is
That's my no confidence.
You're able to shut down a vote from the other side if it's against what your stance is. If we're going to make it really, I can't think of the exact words right now, so I'm going to use, if it's part of your dogma of your party and it's directly against that, then you have the ability to jump in and just shut that down. And the Protestants over here have used that 2 or 3 times against the Catholics, to the point where what they have put forth is more progressive views like LGBTQ and things like that there. And the Protestants have stepped in, and we were like, well, it's totally against our religion because we are believing in this, that, and the other in this wonderful book. So we have the ability to shut that down, and we don't even get to vote on it because we won't vote for it. I can't think of the exact name or whatever for it, but the point I'm trying to make is when you try to appease everybody, it ends up getting fucked up.
Well, unfortunately, that's happening here
saying.
anyway. Because the Republicans in the Senate are saying that, we're just going to block everything because it's a Democrat president.
Yeah, that ability still does arrive over here. It does exist over here as well.
Well, I should add, the thing in Sweden is we've had a minority government for the last couple of years. Actually, I think it's the last 6 years now it's been a minority government. So one of the helping parties just went, no, we're not helping anymore. Fuck off. So, yeah. It's been,
and that's part of the advantage of a system that has more than 2 parties. Is you at least need some kind of a coalition to get anything done. No one party's can push anything through alone.
It's literally locked like that over here, Purple. We have the First Minister and we have the Deputy First Minister, and nothing gets decided without the agreement of both the Deputy and the First Prime Minister or the First Minister. So it doesn't actually matter who gets in, because it's a 2-party system. It must always be a coalition over here because of the Good Friday Agreement. So it must be the First Minister or the Deputy First Minister, Catholic and Protestant. You can't have 2 Protestants, you can't have 2 Catholics. It must be Protestant and it must be Catholic. And because you can't decide without the permission of the other, it doesn't actually matter who the fuck is in charge. And if they disagree, it all shuts down.
Jeez.
And right now they're shutting it down because the reason one of the reasons we lost the guy who's now in charge of the DUP has been got rid of. What he put forth as the DUP minister, as First Minister, has been got rid of, is because of the Irish Language Act. And they want, the Republicans and the Catholic side want to promote the Irish language and teach it in school, because this is Ireland and keeping the natural language and stuff, which I 100% agree with from a Protestant point of view. But the thing is, the Protestants in charge are like, right, well, if you're doing that, then we must also do that with Ulster Scots, which is slang and the way I talk. And fuck, I do not want anyone in the world to continue to talk the way I talk. It's a dialect. It's a slang. It's not a language. It is spoken in 6 counties. It's not Celtic. It's English and Scottish, and it's just a mixture. It's a bucket of shit, Ulster Scots. It's just the way we talk. Make the Irish language available to kids as an option after school and not mandatory. Because the way they're trying to make it mandatory in schools, obviously the Protestants are not going to want to do that. They're going to fight back. And there's no point in learning Ulster Scots. Nobody wants to sound like me. It's
Ox said if they passed a bill here in the USA that says the sun rises in the east, there will be a group fighting it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
it's true.
But
well, I'm going to shut it down soon. Of course, you guys are welcome to stay and talk in the back room as long as you want. I don't care.
Oh no, I've got to go to bed pretty soon. I've got to be awake at 6 a.m. Because the dialysis appointment, I have to be there at 9, and it's going to take me a while to wake up. Yes, I'll get there at 9, and I probably won't be out of there until 2.
I would agree with that.
Welcome to the rest of my life.
Well, I think if I remember correctly, the first ones take longer anyways, right?
Well, the first one is going to take an extra half hour because I've got some paperwork to do and I've got some stuff to set up. I've already had 3 dialysis sessions while I was in hospital, 3 consecutive days where they worked me up from barely doing anything at all to the full Minute Maid cleaning and the whole bit like this. And as a matter of fact, I damn near passed out that 3rd time. Say they've got some numbers to fix, and they've got some numbers, and they even say we have to adjust the numbers. You got please bear with us for a while this happens. And but right now it's Tuesdays, Thursdays, and Saturdays at 9 a.m. And
Randolph, that comment's for you. Go ahead.
Oh, yeah, it's a 4-hour thing.
How come Neil, the 604 atheist, is wondering what I'm doing here when he should be here helping me?
There you go.
Just joking around, Neil. Thanks for popping in here and bringing some humor to this whole conversation. It's needed some of your sense of humor, so I'm glad you're here.
Purple said he's screwing up the plywood.
Yeah.
And then Neil said sounds kinky.
Well, I already corrected you on this. It's
look, you missed it earlier, man. He was on all 4s asking B to crawl up behind him. It was
never now you're just making shit up.
No.
So everybody, I want to thank everybody for coming. If anybody wants to jump in and talk to whoever's left here after I leave, come on in now. Because I'm only going to stay on for a minute after I shut this down. So everybody,
I'm done for tonight. So thank you for having me on.
Yeah, absolutely.
Randolph's had enough wood for tonight.
I'll just give you a quick view of the roof. We got one more piece of plywood to put on there, but I'm going to have to do it tomorrow because I have a little more cutting to do. And the rest of this is what I've been working on. So I'm going to just walk along here so you can sort of see it.
Yeah, it looks good,
Randolph, you've got your laptop there. You should be recording this shit and uploading to a separate channel and going, Randolph Plays with Wood.
TikTok.
I'm definitely guaranteeing you we get loads of views on YouTube if Randolph Plays with Wood.
TikTok.
When Neil's here with me, we put it up on the True North Talk channel. Otherwise, if I'm solo, I'll just go on to other people's streams. And there's people who
I mean a channel dedicated to just playing with wood.
Oh.
I mean building garages. I mean stop. I mean.
Okay, both of you stop. And thank you, Jay. Thanks for coming.
So
you guys can carry on when I'm shutting this down. So
Stop.
Everybody, shh, for a minute.
Stop from the one whose logo for their channel is a giant Woody.
Yeah, there you are.
It's not a Woody. It's a 6-foot.
I give up. Everybody in the chat, thank you so much for coming. Neil, thanks for hopping in. I saw you hop in there.
Okay, good night, all.
Everybody on the panel, I love all of you guys. And this was amazing, and I missed some of your faces. And Diana, thanks so much for coming on, letting us know you're doing
thanks
good.
for having me, seriously. And everybody come on tomorrow evening and see Kate and me and the usual fun and raucousness. And, we'll just do good stuff.
Oh, it's good to see you again, Diana. And thanks again.
I don't know, man.
Thanks
a lot, honey.
And just since people are here, I'm not going to be doing either of my streams this week because Wednesday and Thursday I'll be driving home. By Thursday night I should be home, but I'll be too exhausted to do anything.
Right. Right. But definitely look for Purple next week. Wednesdays, midday Mid-America, and Thursday nights, the midnight Mid-America.
Yep,
So
absolutely.
everybody check that out. And then, Diana's on Sundays. And what else, Diana? Oh my
Sundays
God,
at noon and Tuesdays at 7 p.m. Eastern.
Tuesdays at 7. That's it. Thank you very much. I remember the Sunday at noon. And of course, you can see Randolph everywhere, and Cadence and Vanta. Thank you for coming in. And if you guys don't know how to find Math Pig, well, you're just fucking stupid. Everybody knows where
done a
Math
live
Pig
stream
is.
once or twice.
I might have heard his name before.
I was telling the guy today at work,
Who's
and he
Matt
was
Pig?
like, I was telling the guy today at work because he was like, I might go home tonight and put my feet up and have a few smokes and stuff. And I was like, man, you should come around. I've got an interview and stuff. And he knows I have the channel because he's friends with my dad. And he was like, well, how do I find you? And I was like, you type Math Pig into the internet.
Yeah, anywhere. Just
And he was like, well, what do you mean? Like, do I go to YouTube or this? I said, just type it into Google. You'll find me. Just promise me you won't look at the New Year's Eve stream. And he was like, why? And I was like, just promise me you won't.
Just
and he
don't
was like, I'm
look
totally
at the
looking
mankini.
now. And I was like, right away.
You know, people are going to look at it now, right?
Oh man, I've got the gift on fucking
hilarious.
speed dial.
It's just the internet after all.
So, anyways, I love all you guys on the panel. I love everybody in the chat. I love everybody, period. Take care of yourselves. Take care of one another's and others. Yeah, I said that. One another. And have peace in your life.
Thank you, yourself.